So it's 9 o'clock. That time again. Here in sunny Spain. You know, it rains today.
And gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, go. So it's 9 o'clock. Not used 9 p.m. I should say. And I've got to say already I've got 14 in the house. So don't forget that should be 14 thumbs up or 14 likes as they say on YouTube. So I've got Peter. And well done, Peter. You give me some questions because tonight I am a bit lax on the questions. I've only got two, and one of them is about Kitkats. But anyway, Peter, Emma and Bob from West Yorkshire, Jim, Steve, Yabes, Harvey Wallbangers in as well. Well done. And Kev, the Argonaut. You got to love these names, haven't you? So, 18 in the house. So that's got to be 18 likes already. I'll get you on about that. So anyway, today, obviously a little bit different today. I thought I might catch people out on the 5 minutes this morning when I said it's free magnet Sunday. And I got 38 of you. 38 got it right. So next Sunday, that is, guys, you're going to get a free well, one of you is. You get a free magnet. Now, unfortunately, my glass is not metal. But I can assure you it does stick on your fridge. Maybe not on your car, Des. But, hey, good on you. So in the lucky lobster hat, no, the lucky yogi hat, I should say, I've got quite a few in there. But that's so tonight I'll be picking the free sticker Sunday sticker. And I've got to thank Mark. He got contacted me before 9 o'clock. So well done, Mark. And he actually lives in Spain, but not near me. Still got to post it to you, Mark. He lives near Latour, and I can't even pronounce where your golf resort is, but it's a lovely golf resort. If you watch my golf resort series, it was in the top 3. So nice resort there, I must say. So let's have a look on here, just to drag it out a bit. So today wasn't a very good day, even though it's Easter Sunday. It was only 18. They did say it's going to be cloudy, but it did rain. It rained in the morning a little bit, and then this afternoon we had a downpour. But this Thursday, any of you lot that's come out on holiday, obviously getting away from the kids, no doubt, it's going to be 27 on Thursday. So that's looking good. I think the next couple of days it's going to be a bit cloudy, sunny, but after that, the sun's out. But still not, the switch has not gone yet because it's still cold. What else here I've got? So I've done, it's the 20th, obviously, because it's getting near the end of April. Oh yeah, Rob that's come all the way from the US. He's in Madrid at the moment, and hopefully Rob is watching because obviously he's in the same time limits now. He was saying that the mountains that are behind Madrid, and I was right because I've been up that way, it's got snow on it. Snow is still about here in Spain. Obviously, you got farther down, you got the Sierra Nevada. That's where all the skiers go to. Obviously, up north, the Pyrenees. I think they're still doing a bit of skiing up there. But snow on the mountains behind Madrid. So, Rob, if you're in tonight, give us a shout out. I've got to thank a big thank you for my other top supporter, Martin. Massive. He gave me a massive. I can't say what he's given me, but anyway, he's given me a massive. And top man, happy Easter to all you lot out there as well. So, what I'm going to do first, because thankfully Peter's given me a couple of questions, so I'm going to get on with Peter's questions first. I've got 28 in the house. Just to remind you guys, Are there any advantages in buying a new hybrid car in Spain versus buying a petrol one? Not the best person to ask about cars. I'm not really a car person, even though I was looking at a hybrid. But I have to be honest, a friend of mine had one last year. I don't know if he's watching tonight. Forgot his name now. Anyway, he had a hybrid, and what he did say, what did surprise him, was the electric part of it just kept breaking down. It could be the make of car. I think it was like a Toyota or something like that. I mean, the sort of well-known make car, isn't it? But it was had major problems with electric on it. So, is there an advantage? I mean, as far as I know, um, I'm talking about tax and insurance and that. I don't think it's much difference between that. I mean, I'm the worst person to ask about this. I mean, if you said electric car, I would have said, because you don't see many electric cars, and we talked about this the other week about electric charging points, but a hybrid is a lot different. What I will say here in Spain, what I've noticed with prices of cars, God, they're expensive here. Compared to the UK, you can get some good deals in the UK, but here they don't seem to go in for it. If you got a car that you want to exchange, I mean, I've seen places around. I went past a place today saying that they buy your old car off you, but they say that. But when you go and a chat with them, they don't want to know. You know, they make an excuse saying, "Oh, we got too many at the moment," or "Your car's not what we're sort of really after." So if anybody else can add to that, anybody else that's got a hybrid, then that'd be great. But to me, I mean, obviously, diesel, they're phasing out the diesel, aren't they? So obviously, the only other choice you've got is either petrol. I mean, I've got a petrol car, and I'll be talking about that a little bit later because that's actually, I think that's come from you, Philip. Oh no, you're Peter. Right. So forget what I said then. Peter. No, I've got a question from Philip about car insurance, but we'll extend on that a little bit longer, a bit later on in the show. But anyway, it's got another question there, I think. I'm just reading it now. Peter is saying, since there has been a lot of rain this year, have the rules for filling the swimming pool changed? Do you still need a lorry to deliver water to fill up your empty pool? So, Peter, I'm not really sure whereabouts you live in Spain because I know in some areas, yeah, they do have restrictions. And as far as I know, down there, Malaga way, last year they did do restrictions on you weren't allowed to top up your pool and that. And here, we, there's no problem. They don't really like you if you empty your pool out because some people do that. Some people empty their pool out completely over the winter period and then top it up. And all I do is we just stick it in the hose pipe, plug it into one of our many outdoor taps that we've got, and fill it up that way. Um, I don't. I mean, I've never been. I mean, obviously our pool. I mean, you'd be amazed in the summer with the heat how quick the water. I mean, I think in the summer months, I'm talking about sort of July and August. You're probably topping up the pool probably every week. Sometimes twice. I'm just on about maybe 3 or 4 inches because it just takes it off. But they say if you've got a new pool, yeah, they advise you to get in a tanker of water. Don't ask me what that costs, but what does amaze me, I mean, this obviously differs from place to place, but our water bill, which we pay every 2 months, I think during the summer months, it's been up about €80, which I think is pretty cheap, really. I mean, during the winter months, even though my wife, she's a lover of watering the plants, she's been watering the plants this morning before it rained. But anyway, yeah, to be honest, in this area, we're pretty lucky, really. As far as I know, we've never had a restriction. But I know in other parts of Spain, like I said before, down in the south part, they do have restrictions, and I think last summer in Malaga area, you weren't allowed to use your hose pipe and things like that. There's no a full on ban, but obviously this is the problem now. When if you're thinking about moving to Spain and you're moving to the bigger cities, Madrid, Barcelona, all the bigger places where they don't really bring in more infrastructure. I'm on about the water and that. And obviously, I think last year, Mercia approved, I think we got, I don't know, about 20 golf courses. They've approved them for the next 5 years that they can use, obviously, like irrigation water to water the ground, for the grass. Yeah, but here we don't have a problem really. I mean, I'll be honest, I don't really know the full rules of that. I think they obviously don't like you topping up the pool with your tap water, but there's not much option really. I mean, the other thing is obviously what was brought up a while back about you're not allowed to clean your car in the street. That's for one. But then the car washing places at most of the garages, I think, are really cheap. I think for about €3 you can wash your car, hose it down, sort of thing. Yeah, and obviously a lot of the water that they use at the garages are all reusable water as well. It's not like they're using the actual drinking water. But good question, that Peter. Uh, right, I think. Oh yeah, I was thinking. Hang on a minute. These comments ain't coming much, but I've just missed. I see I've gone right down a bit. Okay, here we go. Hello, happy Easter. Rob's in the house, so well done, Rob. I read your message about the snow. I'm in the same. Yes, I thought you'd be in the same time zone because you're here with us, aren't you? But I know you're still quite a distance from us. And I'll be honest, Rob, I've never even heard of that place, but I can imagine it's still near Madrid. Right, so Yabin's the same. Bournemouth over in Torrevieja today. Yeah, all the full seasons in one. Yeah, that's very true. It's been sort of I mean, you can't believe we went out for Sunday lunch. I don't know what it is, but to me, lunch and dinner are the same. But apparently, dinner is in the evening. I've always been brought up thinking dinner was like at midday, but apparently it's called lunch. We went out for lunch. We went down to the Yahoo down in the port of Mavron. Had a Chinese meal. Starving, but they give you so much food. We better bring half of it back with us. We just couldn't eat it all. But then we went even better. We thought we'll have some ice cream. But I went out in just this. Jan went out with 3 jumpers on and a big coat. Mandy had a jumper on. Steve was very similar to me, another shirt. It was freezing. It was blowing the gale. Man, we was going to go down on the port of Mavron. There's a few ice cream. They've got this thing about ice cream here. They've got loads of ice cream shops, all different flavours. But we went down to Isla Plana. There's one there. Can't think of the name of it. But anyway, went in there. Bit of a queue. And we sat outside and then decided we'd sit in the car and eat our ice creams. Sad, isn't it, eh? But it was nice. It was a good day to finish off Easter Sunday. Of course, here in Spain, that's it. They don't get a bank holiday Monday off. They go back to work tomorrow. But I'll be honest, Mazaron Port, I should say, wasn't that busy really. But I think it was the weather, like you said. One minute it's lovely and sunny, next minute it's all cloudy, bit of rain. As Jabba said, it's like all 4 seasons in one today. And then it got hot again. I took Bonnie out about 7 in the evening with my coat, and then I had to take my coat off because it got hot again. But like I said, most of the temperature today was 18. To me, that's a bit cold. But hey, right, Tilly's in the house. Well done. Well, Tilly's dad's in the house, I should say. That's Tilly. If you're watching Tilly, this is the dog. Woof 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 woof. That's Happy Easter in dog language. Calling Des is in the house. Well done, Des. Good luck with the next week, eh? Because obviously you put your name down for the magnet. We got everybody else in there. Colin's in as well. Fed up with the English rain. Colin, if you're fed up with the English rain, you want to fed up with the Spanish rain. There's been a lot of people commented the past week how green our area is, because officially where we live in the Mazaron area, they class it as a desert. But you would think we're in the Welsh valleys. It's so green. And just saw that from Charlie there. Charlie, you're gonna love, if you live here, you're gonna love it because it's so green at the moment. I've never seen it, but hopefully, because we're coming into May, things will start to warm up because I'm getting a bit fed up with this wet stuff. So, Colin, I'm all there with you, mate. Happy Easter, Rob's in again. My parents had a wooden ice box when they were young. Did they? Funny how my mum used to make ice cream with one of those round things, wasn't it? I mean, that's the old days, eh? That's what you call proper ice cream. Thomas is in, evening. Good evening, all. Bit chilly, yes. I'll be honest, even tonight, my wife put on the wood burner tonight just to warm up, take the chill off, I suppose. I bet when I go up in a moment, it'll be cold again because she'd probably fallen asleep, didn't put any more logs on. Can't train him. Can't train her. You know. Happy. Thank you. Yes. Eating lots. I'll be honest. I haven't ate hardly any chocolates really. My wife did buy me one of those Terry's orange chocolates until we looked at the box and it was a Christmas one. But it can't complain. Soon devoured it. Thank you much, Flyboy. We're being the Canaries in a few weeks from Wednesday. Well, I think you can safely say, Des, Canaries. I'll be amazed if you didn't get no sun down there. I mean, usually if you go to the Canaries or that area, you've got a good chance of good weather, unless there's a storm brewing. Now, have a good time. Right, I've sold my Seat Orion. See. Yeah, I suppose we're going back to Peter's question about the hybrid. Obviously, you're going to get more miles per gallon. Like I said, I'm not a car person, but good. Thanks for that. Right, if Spain wants people to buy 100% EVs, they need to install. Yeah, but they don't. Do they? It's Spain. I don't know what it is. I mean, there are loads of electric stuff about electric cars and things like that, but they're still not really into it yet, are they? So I've got to everybody now. I've got 40 in the house, so that's got mean I've got 40 likes because I know you're all top people, and I hate to say this, but a large majority of you lot out there, not even subscribers, guys, just subscribe to the channel. So my first question, I've only got 2 questions anyway. So if you've got any questions, add them below in the comments there. I'll get on to you. How we doing? We're getting on a bit. Right. So my question is from Philip, and he was asking about car insurance. Do they auto renew, or can you look for a better quote? Good question, that Peter. That Philip. Good question, that Philip. Now, when I first got here in Spain, a lot of people were saying this was happening, that when they got their car insurance, especially when they got direct debits, they were saying that they were auto-renewing them, so they didn't get much chance, so they had to give them a month's notice. But I was with Ibex, which is just across the road from me. I mean, I'm one of these old people that like speaking to people. I don't want to go online if I can help it. But anyway, I use Ibex, and what they also do, usually two months before I could renew my house insurance or my car insurance, they send me a reminder, and then you can go in the office probably the day before it runs out, and you can see if you can get a better deal. That's what I used to do. And you could, if you wanted to, you could use. There's numerous insurance companies around here that you can pop into, and you can go online. Some people told me that apparently, if you go onto any of the Spanish car insurance sites, you can get a better deal. Obviously, I can't say about that. What I will say is my wife's because I got a lease car now, so I don't have to worry about insurance. It's all in the price, as they say. But my wife's got an old banger. We call it the jalopy. 20 years old, but it still goes. That's the main thing. An old diesel gas guggler. But she took out a deal because one of the things I did notice, especially when I went to IBEX, they don't do this monthly thing. You have to pay it all off up in front, which to me is no problem. But I know some people like paying monthly. But the bank, the Casa bank, I'm not sure about other banks. I'm only going by my wife's bank, which is Casa. They do a monthly payment thing, but I have been told by a few people because Jan's car is, sort of ancient. Really, it's like a vintage car. Um, she could only get third party. Now, somebody else inquired about that because their car was quite old and she wanted fully com. And they said, no, we're not doing it. But she managed to get a deal. So you can, obviously go online you can get a deal. But the bank said no. And I'll be honest, I wasn't really impressed with the bank because a couple of weeks ago, I had a slight accident. I drove into a breakdown truck and dented the rear door, pushed it in a bit, and smashed the glass. Bit of a major thing on Jan's car, really. And then when we obviously you have to fill out the accident form, which was quite complicated because the guy that I damaged didn't speak hardly any English, but we got it sorted. And then I thought you got to phone up the insurance company. And as always, when you phone up most insurance companies, you get the the message thing, don't you? Which obviously is going to be in Spanish. And then at the end of it, I just pressed a button, and then it come up to, do you want to speak to an English speaker? Yes, because it's pointless trying to get through with your broken Spanish because you need to speak to somebody a bit more of so they can make the notes in it. Anyway, so then they put you on hold. You get to another person that's supposed to be speaking English and speaks to you in Spanish, and you say, do you speak English? And he says, of course I do. And then he says, I'll phone you back. We never phoned us back, which I thought, it's a car accident. So we waited and waited, thinking, oh, they're bound to get back to us. Anyway, they didn't. So I phoned again, went through the same palaver. Considering it's supposed to be a bank, and the guy that flogged it, the jam, was sort of saying it's the best thing since cheese. I wasn't very happy with it, really. But anyway, all sorted. So yeah, Philip, you can sort out. You can get better deals. But what I will say, just be a bit careful with anything on Facebook because we know what Facebook's like. As soon as you start inquiring about car insurance, you just get inundated with ads. So I would go around. There's loads of these agents about, and just pop in there and just listen to all the spill. Really. So good question, that Philip. Keep saying Peter. It's just my head says Peter, but it's Philip. So let's get back to where I was. Right, Rob's there. Yep. Price of petrol's coming down. Yes, Yabis, that's very true. I was on Chris's channel the other day on last Thursday, down Malaga way, and I think it might even be you thinking about it, Yabis, but I think it was like 121. We're on about diesel, obviously, which I thought was pretty good. I'm not really a great favourite of looking around for the cheapest deal. I just go to the one we got on Camposol, which is I go in there all the time. But I've got a deal with them. Every time I use them, I get a percent. I get like, I don't know, 50 cents, I suppose, knocked off the literage. All helps, doesn't it? But yeah, I have noticed around the garages. I think I filled up Jan's car today from the garage over near Consum. Gulp, that's it. It's Gulp, and it was 138. So I thought it's not bad, is it? But there's lots of other garages about. I'm amazed, really, when you go around the areas on the industrial estates. There's these cheap places where they got nobody about. And you just stick your card in it, and it fills it up. Yeah, so fuel is going down, which is good because when fuel goes down, that means other things go down. I'm talking about food. Right. What's it like when walking on a night around Camposol? It's, I don't know, it's like, I'll be honest, I don't particularly walk around Camposol at night because I always take Bonnie, funny enough. I don't go out at night anyway. But if I do go out at night, I'll be honest, I have no problem. I mean, I go out by myself sometimes in the day. Um, I don't really go out at night. I'm not a nighty person, really. But yeah, I mean, if you're on about going to get mugged or done over, I suppose another thing you're referring to, yeah, there are quite a few streets around Camposol that's got no lighting. But others, what I've noticed a lot of people have done, they put lighting on their walls or from their houses and look over the street so it lights the street up. To be honest, you wouldn't have. I've no problem. A lot of people obviously walk from A to B because of the bars. Um, yeah, I mean, I have no problem, especially going out in the morning. Um, nah, I'm not worried. I mean, I've been out a few times in places I'm thinking, oh, shouldn't I come here? And you get wrong opinion of people sometimes. I mean, I can go back to an old store. I was out one day exploring by myself, and I'm going down this old dirt track, and I was looking at this old abandoned ruin, and this old Cadillac come towards me. And it's a typical thing you see in these drug baron films where they got the youngsters all hanging out in the car, and they up to me. I said, "Oh, mate," I said sorry because he's asking me a question, and I thought, "Oh dear, I'm here by myself." Um, Bunch of kids. Well, I say kids, they're probably 18, 19 sort of thing. And I thought, oh, am I threatened? But I wasn't. Funny enough, they apologised because I said I'm English. I'm sorry, I don't understand what you're on about. Because they was asking for can they carry on down the track, and they just. I thought it's quite amusing that they apologised to me. And I mean, I'm always going up to people and asking them things. No, no. I suppose I can't really start it like anywhere, isn't it? But I mean, I didn't worry me going out. I mean, Bonnie's a little titchy dog, so I ain't got to think, oh, Bonnie will protect me. Right. So let's go back because jumping a bit now on the comments here. Happy Easter! Lots of happy Easters. Yes, happy Easters. Uh, Glenn's in now. Well done. Says, man, you awake, Glenn? Or she fallen asleep already because of my droning voice? Yeah, not that button. Oh, yeah. Don't forget, guys, while we're going, we got 39 in the house, so we've got to have at least 39 likes. Yogi's in the house. Well done, Yogi, because I've got Yogi's hat. And I'll be doing that in a mo. We'll be picking for the free sticker Sunday. That's because it's from last week. So next Sunday, I'll be doing the free magnet Sunday, which is there. And it won't stick on my head, obviously. But that's for next Sunday. But I'll be doing that in a mo. Yogi, I just seen something, you naughty boy. Give me another coffee. Hey, top man. Steve's in the house. Just left Grantham on my way back to Kings. Yeah, I've seen you was up north. What are you doing up north then? On a Sunday. Right, SK. How many Brits still moving there? And I guess they would have to be on a non-lucrative visa. They're apparently going to stop the golden visa. It says, yeah, Steve. I think it's Steve, isn't it? When I see SK, I'm sure you're called Steve, but I might be wrong. Anyway, what I will say, I'm amazed the amount of people still coming from the UK, and on about people that's outside the EU now, that obviously have to apply for the non-lucrative visa. Yeah, the golden visa, I think, to be honest, finished today. because they did say in April it's going to finish, and they're not stopping it. So yeah, it's finished now. The golden visa's out. But to be honest, the golden visa, I mean, you got to have 500,000, which who's got that? But yeah, they're still coming. And then, if you notice, a lot of my videos that I'm putting up on Expat now are people from the UK that have got non-lucrative visas. What I am looking for, that whoever's watching me tonight, 42 of you now, who's on the digital nomad, because this is something completely new here in Spain. I know it's been out for a couple of years now, but I haven't met anybody. I've seen there's loads of new YouTube videos from you youngsters out there that are going for the digital nomad visa. Because they can't make it easy, can't they? The digital nomad visa. I've seen loads of these youngsters start setting up these YouTube videos. What surprises me, and even I've noticed it with the non-lucrative visas, people still come out here, they buy the property, they then go back to, because you've got to go back to the UK, guys, to sort out the non-lucrative visa. You can't come to Spain. Some people say you can do it, but you still got to go back to the UK, go to the embassy, the Spanish embassy, wherever it is in the UK, to sort out your non-lucrative, because you got to be there in person. And some people buy the property. I always think that's a bit of a risk, that, just in case. But I know a lot of these people that do that usually going through some company. I'm talking about Chris from Upsticks for one, because they give you some idea before you go through the whole process. Are you going to be accepted? I mean, obviously the main one is about the money. You got to have all that money there in your account, and then obviously the other things are probably not so strict, but obviously getting private health insurance, especially if you got some problem with your body or something. I say that, I'm talking about your heart and things like that, where they might not take you on, and obviously a criminal record. But they're quite, they're not. From what I can hear, that once you pay your money, you got a good chance of coming here. But yeah, they're still coming. Yeah, I can't believe it. Funny enough, I'm seeing on Tuesday a guy that's living down the port, which I'm looking forward to. But I've got a feeling he's not from the UK. But that video will be out next week, no, the week after. But yeah, I'm amazed the amount of people still coming from the UK. There's some other rubbishy channel out there that keeps saying that there's loads of Brits going back. There's not. I mean, there's always going to be a flow of people that do go backwards and forwards, but they're still coming here. They're still coming here. Who was that from? Oh, that's from SK. Right, what I'm going to do now, as I'm sort of, I've got to SK there, right, keep that there so I don't lose it. I'm going to do now the picking of the lucky hat from Yogi's hat, for the free sticker, Sunday sticker from last Sunday, obviously. And I'm going to do that now. Let's get the drum roll, because he doing it just me, it makes it difficult. So I'm just have a quick rummage in there. Right, here we go. Here we go. Who's going to hear it? Okay, I've got one. I've got one? No, I've got a couple. Right. Okay, here we go. I think that's upside down already. It is upside down. That looks like Vodka Dave. Vodka Dave. Hey, that's a top man, because I think he lives down the road, but I don't know. I have to check on that. It is Vodka Dave, isn't it? Yes. Right, Vodka Dave. Are you on tonight? Let's put it back on the comments. Sort of go and mess about with this stuff. So Vodka Dave, let's think about this now. Just don't get confused. Right, so you got the free sticker Sunday, Vodka Dave. I've got a feeling you live here. I might be wrong, and you might. I'm not too sure if I saw you on the comments. I think I did. No, I didn't. No, that's Yabis. Okay. Well, anyway, Vodka Dave. Obviously, that's not your real name. I know. Well, the vodka bit ain't. I think the Dave bit is. So he's got a free sticker. Anyway, Vodka Dave, what I need, as always, is your real name and your address. And I will be posting this off to you. And I think, because I'll be posting it, thankfully. If you get on, contact me straight away, I can do it all in one hit then, because Mark's got one coming as well. So, well done, Vodka Dave. I'll put that just there. Well done, Yogi's hats. Top man he is. So, that's done. And just to let you know, guys, for next week, which is Free Magnet Sunday, the people that got picked, let's get this right, too, because somebody, I think it was Colin. Anyway, Colin, you was in that app, Colin, but I had to check out the other one because you said I'd put you down twice. So let's see if it comes in there. Anyway, that's going to be, so you got 38 of you. 38 of you in there. And that'll be next Sunday for the free magnet, which I can't find now. I lost now. I haven't. I've got loads of these. Don't panic. See, look, it's metal as well. Sticks. Right, so we've done the picking of the free sticker Sunday sticker. So, how are we doing now? So we've got lots of people. Congratulations. Okay. Yes, sure. It is. Well done. I knew it was, Steve. I'll be honest, I'm usually at names, but it's not me. That's well done, Steve. It's not for you, but it's the other Steve. God, that's getting confused now. George is in the house. Well done. Thumbs up from Scotland. Well done. I'll tell you what, it's a bit like Scotland here at the moment with the weather. All right. Oh, so Yogi's been up to, we're going to win the league. Oh, because he's a Liverpool man, aren't you, Yogi? We're going to win the league, and now we're going to believe us, and now we're going to believe her. Okay, is that the song, is it? Is that what they sing? Okay, I'm not into it. I don't know what YNWA is. Right, anyway, so we've done all that. So we got one on day, then one on day. I missed qualifying for the free magnet this week. Wow, Kev, never give up. There's always next Sunday, but I think next Sunday we'll go back to the free sticker. Right, but don't worry, there's plenty more to come. Okay. I mean, another thing I've noticed when I'm speaking to you guys, when I'm sat back here, because I'm like, it's nice and comfortable, but I've noticed the microphone, because it's stuck in my computer here, you can't hear me properly. So I must sorting up a proper microphone, because when I was on Chris's channel and Scat's channel the other day, they're very professional. They got a big mic, big mic here. So I might try and set one of those up, because I know it's quite annoying for some people that are a little bit deaf and can't hear me. Well, they might don't want to hear me, maybe. So I got 42 in the house still. That's good. We're still going well. Right, where is my sticker? It says Yogi. You got one. Congratulations, Dave. Right, we never walk alone. Oh, here we go. Some more Liverpool fans. Right, so how we doing? It's 22, so we're all right. Anyway, we've got another amazing question now from Steve. He knows who he is. But I have to say it because it's a question. So Steve's asking, which is a pretty serious question, really. How do you eat your full section Kitkats? Do you eat each stick in 2 bites or 3 bites? I'm a 3 bites per finger. Lasts longer. So anyway, I'll put in there, Steve, because you wanted to know how I eat my Kitkats. And if I could, I'd fit the whole lot in my mouth. I'm not one of these people that breaks them off piece by piece, sticks it in my cup of tea. No, it's straight in there. And unfortunately, I've had no Kitkats over the Easter period, which is hard to believe, because I was thinking about going to the Tesco's today. When I say Tesco's, it's one of those UK food supermarket. They shut on Sunday, so I might venture down in the week, because they would be selling them off, aren't they, cheap? But there you are. See, amazing question there from Steve about Kitkats. Right, so we got any more questions then? We're all about, we're doing the blooming, we never walk alone now. Got any pork pies? No. I'll tell you what, Alan's got some. Alan, which is just across the road from us. I call it a mini supermarket. He sells pork pies, but they ain't like the real ones. They're those small things, and when he freezes them, they don't taste the same. They're soggy. I like proper pork pies. I think there's a couple. I think over on B. Now I don't know because I haven't been over there for a long time. I think it's called the Square Eatery. They used to do homemade pork pies, but I've never had one. I don't really miss pork pies, but I used to enjoy a good old pork pie because where I lived down in Poole, we had Miller's pork pies. They were the best. Then they got taken over by Curry's with a K. I think they were still the same, weren't they? As far as I know, I enjoyed those pork pies, but I never enjoyed that jelly stuff. Right. So you're right. Here we go. We're all going on the Liverpool route. Deb, does that mean you were born in 1967? Right. Okay. So what I thought I'd do then, because I've got no more questions from you lot out there, I'll tell you what I've been up to. It ain't a lot really. So if you probably noticed when you watched me live this morning, those who watched me live this morning probably noticed the garden wall along the swimming pool. We've done it. It's taken us 2 years, but we've got somebody in and he's re-rendered the whole wall. And down at the bottom where the barbecue area is, my plan was to smash it all down, which we started demolishing it. But my wife's changed her plans now, and we're not knocking it down completely. So keep your eye on that because obviously that will be finished this year. And another job we're doing around the pool, what we've noticed over the years with this weather that we've been getting lately, where we've had quite a few years where it's been really hot, and now it's been got really wet. The ground's moved a slightly bit around the pool, so we're going to dig all around the pool about a good foot away, and then fill it up with marble stones, like pebbles or something. So this, one of the things I will tell you guys, if you are buying a property here in Spain, is the maintenance of your property. Something else we didn't really think about. I mean, when we moved into our place, it was all painted new. Everything was nice and tidy. So we just let it go. We just didn't keep on top of it because, as you probably well know, here in Spain, when it rains, we get a lot of that sand from over the in Africa way, this red sand. Oh, it makes a right mess. And these villas here on Camposol, they've still got that pebble dash. And when that sand hits it, it didn't always come off, so it starts to stain it. Now we're thinking about maybe not having it white. We might even change the colour to some sort of beigey colour. But yeah, that's not painting it this year. Not necessarily out there who feels sorry for me. And so Sean, we'll paint your villa for you for nothing. Like that's going to happen. So, is any more questions? Aha! Emma's got one. Well done. Oh, we got a couple of questions now. Well done. See, we'll start moaning. We get questions. Right. So on Camposol groups that the beggars have been outside Consum again. Any news if they have been moved on as or if they've been reported to the manager being annoying? I'll be honest, Emma. I don't really go over there much. Only if I want to go to the post office. I see an old lady. I mean, I'm always I mean, I suppose I'm a bit horrible, but I never give nothing to them because these people are probably, as from what I've known over the years, they work in gangs, and these people, well, whatever money they get off people that give it to them, they give it to them, don't they? I mean, I know it's sad in one sense as an old person, especially an old lady, and you feel sorry for. I don't give them nothing. I'm always polite, always say hello. I don't say get out of here, but I know it can be annoying for some people because I know I haven't been there when this happens, but I know I don't know if it's her son or a bloke turns up and I really can get a bit aggressive because some people don't like it and just get them out of the way. But I don't understand why the manager doesn't call the police. As far as I know, the police have never been called to move them on because they're not allowed to do that in Spain. As far as I know, you're not allowed to beg anyway. It's against the law. But they're no, to me, they're no hassle. You know, we used to have a guy a couple of years back that used to sell, which I thought was pretty good. He used to sell plants or something. So you give him a bit of money for the plant, so you get something in return. And he obviously spent. I mean, what amazes me, all these beggars still got mobile phones. But yeah, I mean, it comes up on Facebook every now and again. The beggar's back, but they always seem to come just before it gets too hot. They won't be here in the summertime because it's too hot for them. But this time of year, they sort of come and go. Yeah, just it's just something. It's annoying, and I've noticed down in the port, you get it a lot outside of Lidl's and the other one, Aldi. There's quite a few beggars there hanging around. But I know when the police turn up, they're off. So, I mean, that's all I can think of. If people, I think on my phone, I got this, have a look. Good thing to have, guys, on your phone, especially if you're living in Spain. It's called Alert Cops. It's run by the Guardia. It's an English site. It's free. You just download it. It's got quite a few things on there. You can call the police on there. You got theft and robbery. You got a thing for deaf people. Don't know how that works. Aggressiveness, hate crimes. You got gender violence, sexual assault, squatting, where you take photographs. I mean, we've done it with the squatters across the road, bullying, lost and missing, vandalism, and also another handy thing, especially for my missus, is when I go off exploring and I don't tell her where I'm gone, she can track me on that. So, alert cops. And also, you could use that if that beggar's harassing you, you could take a photograph of it and then send it to the police. So, something else you could do. Right, Longshanks. General question here about moving to Camposol. What are the transport links from Camposol? I think I saw on one of your vids that there was only the bus. Is it easy to get around without a car? I think this question I get nearly all the time, really, about do you need a car? I mean, me personally, because I'm an old git, one thing, obviously, as you get older, you can rely on more on probably taxis and friends and that because obviously as you get older, I don't know, car insurance, whatever. I mean, I've been told on my car lease that I can only lease the car up until I'm 75. We have got an old banger car, so we'll still use that. But there are on Camposol itself is a thing called Campo Bus. It's a Facebook group. I don't know a lot about it, but from what I can make out, you pay a monthly fee. It's not a great amount of money, and that what that does, that takes you around Camposol in the sense if you lived over on D, which is the furthest sector away, and you wanted to go say to the medical centre, that's what they mainly do. They take you to the medical centre, or they take you to the supermarket on campus. So obviously, and I think every now and again, once a week or once every couple of weeks, they do a trip down to the port or something, so you can go down and visit the beach. Other than that, there is a bus stop on the Campusol Way. It's next to that new hospital they built that's shut now. There's a bus stop there, and you can catch a bus down into Mazaron and the port and Bolwavo. And I think if you wanted to go further, if you catch the bus down to Mazaron town, there'd be a connection then that you could go, say, I don't know, say you want to go up to Mercia and beyond. But obviously the rail system here is shut at the moment because they're upgrading the line, but the nearest railway station is about, I don't know, about half-hour drive away at Tultana or Alhama de Murcia. Um, but they're doing buses at the moment, just in case you're inquiring about that. But they will. They haven't been given any date yet when that's going to be reopened up. My what I will say is, obviously, if you had to go to hospital, won't be going to hospital on Camposol because that's shut. But but if you're on the Spanish health system, obviously you'll be put to go. Well, even if you're on private health, they got DKV down in Mazaron Town. They got the Rover Clinic, but they will still refer you to the main hospitals, which are in Cartagena, Lorca, and Murcia, and they're about an hour's drive away, or just a little bit less. But I know, if one of the things you're going to notice when you move to Camposol, you're going to make friends, and making friends with other people. It's all about helping each other. So don't think, because maybe I don't know what the circumstances are. Maybe a little bit older than me. Yet you still can get about. Obviously, taxis. There's you can get a taxi. I think Condado do a proper shuttle system. There are obviously taxis down in. There's no taxis on Camposol itself. You can hire a car. I believe. I think it's called MG Management on Camposol B. They hire cars. I did hear they were hiring out motorbikes, or scooters, I think. So you can get about, but if, say, for instance, because if Adrian, he lives over on sea, and he told me he walked. Let's get this right. Yeah, he walked from sea, and I'm saying up near Age Concern, that sort of area. He walked from there over to the, because he wanted to have a drink. So just bear with me a minute, because I don't want to give you the wrong info. Now, he said to me, he walked from, yeah, he said it was 3,000 steps. So he being pretty precise there, and it took him 24 minutes. But don't forget, that's walking to it. So that's 24 minutes there. I would imagine it's going to take a little bit longer walking back. But that gives you some idea. But if he was over on D, it's a long walk. But I wouldn't say you could be completely isolated. So hopefully I haven't put you off, Longshanks. Right, 67. What's that about? Well, I've got 67 likes. Is that right? Well, we're talking about that football thing again. Well done on the wall rendering. Much better than, yes. No more tiles falling off, thankfully. Right, you could sell drinks from there when you have live music across the street. Yeah, we could, but I'm not. I'm not Rob. Nobody's coming to my house. I've blown 60 litres of paint. Oh, we're talking about paint now, are we? Well done, Steve. When you wash your car on B, does it leave water spots? Funny enough, Steve, we was talking about it the other day. We think they've changed the washing liquid stuff, because when we used to do the car wash, funny enough, I mean, well, when we used to use the car wash, I used to put in, say, €3, the final thing, and it used to be lovely and shiny. But we have noticed lately on the windscreen, as they call it, that when you drive away, yeah, it leaves droplets. I mean, the only thing annoying here in Spain, no matter what, you've got a lovely sunny day, you washed your car, next morning, it's got a thin layer of dust on it. It's because it's the sand that's in the air. So, unless you got a garage, some people got garages, or even they got, like, some people use a carpool, don't they? Good idea, I think, but we haven't got that. So, yeah, but we have noticed spots. I think they changed the washing liquid stuff, but it's obviously gets all the mud off. That's the main thing. So we've got plenty of beggars here. Oh yeah, I mean, one of the things I did. I mean, one of the things that I did love about moving away where we used to live down in Bournemouth and Poole. God, beggars everywhere, and they used to harass you. You know, even if you said good morning to them, they just, well, give me some money then. You know, they chuck a plastic cup in your face. I've, as far as I know, I've never had an aggressive beggar person there. They just sit there, don't they? You know, and I mean, I would just say good morning or good evening, but yeah, no, don't want any here, Steve. Phil's just come in late, but never mind, Phil, because you can watch me later on, Phil. Uh, right, says Rob. Okay, spray white vinegar on the pebble dash rendering with one of these 5 liters gets the muck off. Okay. Now, funny you should say it, Yabas, because my wife lately's been doing some cooking with her frying her pots. She keeps burning it, but we was told because what I used to do is soak the pot in hot water with a bit of fairy liquid in there. But after 3 days, I'll just get the wild wool out. But somebody said to me, "Sean, use vinegar." And vinegar seems to be the amazing magic thing because vinegar apparently also kills weeds. So yeah, we use vinegar now to clean Jan's pots that she burns. She can't hear me, so I know I'm safe. I think. Yes. Julie, the wife's doing well, and me. Uh, Try Paris for beggars. I mean, that's the horrible thing in it about. But I mean, what annoys me, not all of them are proper beggars, are they? They probably go home to a nice big rich flat, got a posh car. But I know obviously there are people that are pretty desperate, but those sort of people don't beg anyway. Anyway, I've just looked at the time, guys. It's that time again. And if you notice, Des, the clock is still keeping the time just about. It's not perfect, but it's showing nearly 10 o'clock. So I think I've done all the questions. I've got 43 in the house. So that means I've got 43 likes. Got to be 43 likes, isn't it? So thank you much for popping in. I thought I'd done quite well. Only 2 questions, but loads of questions in the comments there. And for those people just coming later on, please check it later on, just in case you missed it. And also, for all those people not subscribers, press the button thing. See, Des has got it. He's on it. Well done. Anyway, I'm going to say adios, amigos. I'll catch you next Sunday. No, next Sunday. I'm still not sure if it'll still be another free magnet or a free sticker. But anyway, 38 of you got it right today. So I'm going to say adios. We're all saying adios, amigos. Thank you much for popping in. Great show tonight. That's what I say.